Welcome to the Eagle Court of Honor for Kiran Diaz and Rohan Parikh. My name is Scotty Van Sickle, and on behalf of these young men, I want to thank you for being here as we officially honor them for achieving the highest rank in Boy Scouts of America. We start with honoring our country's flag. Soham and Kaustubh, please lead that.
Audience, please rise for the flag ceremony. Color Guard advance. Color Guard prepared to post the colors. Scout salute. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color Guard, post the colors. Color Guard salute. 2. Color Guard dismissed. Audience, please remain standing for the presentation of the totem. The totem represents the Scout spirit of Troop 457. Each feather represents a Scout. The Scout oath and law burned bright in lighting the path and establishing the spirit of our values. The works of each Scout, both past and present, enrich the spirit of Troop 457. As each Scout advances in rank, they fan the flames of the Scout spirit, strengthening themselves and Troop 457. This Court of Honor is now in session. Audience, you may be seated.
The mission of the Boy Scouts of America is to prepare young people to make ethical and moral choices over their lifetimes by instilling in them the values of the Scout oath and law. We start with the Scout oath. Will the Scouts preparing and lighting candles for the Scout Law and Trail to Eagle, please come up. Please come and line up. Scouts live by the Scout oath. The Scout Oath, describes 3 duties that every Scout must accept: duty to God and country, duty to others, and duty to self.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. It's got to trust word.
Next, we light the candles for each point of the Scout Law. Each of the 12 parts are an important foundation in building strong character. We light candles to represent each point.
Trustworthy. Tell the truth and keep promises. People can depend on you.
Loyal. Show that you care about your family, friends, Scout leaders, school, and country.
Helpful. Volunteer to help others without expecting a reward.
Be a friend to everyone, even people who are very different to you.
Courteous. Be polite to everyone and always use good manners.
Kind. Treat others as you want to be treated. Never harm or kill any living thing without good reason.
Obedient. Follow the rules of your family, school, and troop. Obey the laws of your community and country.
Cheerful. Look for the bright side of life. Cheerfully do tasks that come your way. Try not to help others be happy.
Thrifty. Work to pay your own way. Try not to be wasteful. Use time, food, supplies, and natural resources wisely.
Brave. Face difficult situations even when you feel afraid. Do what you think is right despite what others might be doing or saying.
Clean. Help keep your body and mind fit. Help keep your home and community clean.
Reverent. Be reverent towards God. Be faithful in your religious duties. Respect the beliefs of others.
We now follow scouts representing each rank on the trail to Eagle.
I am a scout. I am just beginning my path towards Eagle, and I am learning what it means to be a scout and about the many opportunities ahead. I am excited to learn new skills and to contribute to my troop.
I am a Tenderfoot Scout. I went on my first camping trip with my troop, and I learned to take care of myself and others. I am a little more comfortable with my outdoor skills and with the way we run our troop.
I am a second-class scout. I am building my outdoor knowledge and experience and now feel more confident on camping trips. I can cook my own food, build a campfire, lead a hike, and know how to handle the injuries that could happen along the way.
I'm a first-class scout. I worked hard to get here and am finally starting to lead my fellow scouts. I can now plan and execute a successful camping trip. I know first aid, how to cook, and navigate. I'm excited to put these skills to work.
I'm a Star Scout. I'm now contributing to my troop, my family, and my community. I have earned 6 merit badges. I'm doing my best to live by the Scout oath and law.
I am a Life Scout. I help mentor my fellow scouts so they can learn to become future leaders of the troop as well. I have earned 11 merit badges. My next step is to explore how I can make a unique impact for my troop and in my community.
I am an Eagle Scout. I have planned and executed a project to serve my community. In that process, I learned some valuable lessons about how to manage and lead others. I have earned at least 21 merit badges. As my time in scouting nears a close, I am mentoring those who will take my place and lead the troop. I continue to learn from others and will use this knowledge and experience which I have gained through the scouting program.
Kiran and Rohan, congratulations on reaching the highest peak of the Eagle Trail. Your diligence and hard work have paid off. You've made Troop 457 very proud. May the qualities that inspire you to this achievement continue to lead you to even greater success in your life. May you always be guided by the spirit of scouting represented by these blazing candles before you. Kiran and Rohan would now like to share a little about their scouting experience in Eagle projects. Kiran will start.
I've been part of scouting since I was 6 years old, and I've made a lot of friends and have grown as a person. Throughout these years in scouting, I've made lots of memories, and I'd like to share one with you today. One of the 2 high adventure trips I've been on was to Northern Tier, a week-long canoeing trip in the Boundary Waters in Minnesota. I remember the nerves I felt at first for that trip as the youngest on my crew, and it being my first high adventure trip. Especially after a rough first day for my crew, it felt like it was going to be a tough trip. We had gone to shoreline to practice canoeing, but somehow had never learned the actual techniques to steering the canoe. So the first day we ended up going in circles for about 30 minutes as we learned how to steer the boat correctly. However, we were quickly able to turn things around and get together. And being out on the water, sharing laughs with my crew, and enjoying the beautiful scenery is one of my favorite memories in scouting. I felt like that trip really tied together some of my favorite aspects of my scouting experience, exploring nature, bonding with friends, utilizing and learning new skills, and making lasting memories. That was one of the fondest memories in scouting I've had, and I'd now like to share a little bit about my Eagle project. For my Eagle project, I worked with the Kindle Classroom project, now known as Page Turner, and I updated around 300 Kindles and wrote over 100 thank you cards to Kindle donors. The goal of the organization is to make reading accessible for kids in the Bay Area, and that really spoke to me as someone who likes reading. So I started planning with Mark Isero, the founder of the organization, who is here today. He was really supportive and understanding as I encountered problems throughout the project, giving me advice and help as I needed it, while also giving me freedom and flexibility to navigate the problems on my own, allowing me to be more creative and shape up some of the updating processes in my own ways. So I just wanted to thank him for everything he did for me throughout the project. So I received close to 300 Kindles from him to update for use by kids in the classrooms. And one of my biggest challenges was planning how I was going to navigate doing it safely, since I did my project during COVID. So keeping it safe for everyone was a big priority for me. And I ended up figuring out a plan to do it all in my backyard, and it went really well. After a few sessions in my backyard with family, friends, and fellow Scout members, we were able to complete updating all of the Kindles, as well as writing a bunch of thank you cards. I enjoyed this project so much that I continue to work with Mark and Page Turner today. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'd now like to invite Rohan to the stage to share some of his scouting experience.
I would like to thank everyone for taking the time to come to our Eagle Court of Honor. For the last 10 years, I've had the most prominent experiences of my life, which have taught me several physical and emotional skills along the way. Let me start with my Eagle project. When I was looking for an Eagle community project to do in 2021, I wanted to do something that would connect people with nature. After searching and thinking about how I could somehow do this, I thought of the thing that made people come closer together: religion. Through my Eagle project, I built 6 benches for a local temple to help visitors connect with the environment spiritually. Along with helping connect people and making them at peace, I also wanted to support the temple by making a place for older citizens to sit and pray peacefully. The temple appreciated my work, and my benches are used frequently. In my project, there were several steps that I had to follow to make the benches successfully. The steps started from actually going to Home Depot and buying the lumber, screws, glues, and other material, cutting the 2x4s in particular dimensions, clamping and screwing the legs separately, adding supports, and putting the 2x6 bench top on those legs. Since all of these steps required a lot of precision, I had to talk and explain how to do each step with all of the scouts at the start of the sessions I had. In total, I had around 10 sessions. After building the actual benches, we had to sand for around 2 weeks so that the benches are smooth and we can start staining. What I did is I stained 1 coat on the benches lightly, and then I sanded lightly, and then finally applied the second coat of stain. Finally, we added the wood preservative to the bottom of the benches. I'd like to shout out Mr. Vanticle for helping me throughout the entire Eagle project. So now about my scouting journey. Over the last 10 years, I've had the best trips and experiences imaginable. From my first and favorite campout, which was river rafting, to the most recent summer camp I attended, which was Emerald Bay. All of these adventures have been unique. Some experiences I have include falling out of the raft while we almost capsized in my first camping trip of river rafting, and Mr. Ravi and Mr. Kandan saving me from the freezing cold waters, earning the Wilderness Survival Merit Badge at Emerald Bay, and making a pretty bad makeshift shelter. If you remember, Justin, Avi, Sailesh, we froze that night. Eating the Michelin star quality veggie patties at Kern, and playing hide and seek in the dark in Fort Ross. But scouting is so much more than all of the crazy adventures we go through. It is a concept that teaches us how to serve our community and help others. Scouting has definitely shaped my life, both physically and mentally. Demonstrating the qualities of helpfulness and courtesy help connect with my community on a greater scale. Even small things like helping my family at home or opening the door can make an impact. Along with the character traits I developed and learned from the last decade, I also learned some really important skills which will help me in the future. Skills like first aid and cooking will stick with me throughout my life. Overall, scouting as a whole has helped me develop physical skills and mental thoughts in order for me to help the community and serve in some way. Along with these skills, there's also a massive grouping behind scouting. I feel like through all the campouts and troop meetings, regardless of age, we have all bonded together. Apart from this, I would like to give a massive shout out to both my patrols, the Coyotes and the Falcons. Being patrol leader for both and helping win several competitions is the reason why I continued scouting. Having a friend group and sticking with them for years, having fun along the way. Some of the most fun experiences I have with these two amazing groups are making the Coyote Fire Tub just 2 hours before the Makers Fair and still coming in first, creating the Rickroll website for the website competition with the Falcons, and doing the Chopstick roller coaster right before COVID hit. With all of that said, thank you, everyone, for being a part of my scouting journey and helping me get to this point. I will cherish these last 10 years of my life forever.
At this time, we have a short video with pictures from the scouting adventures of our two new Eagles.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in the star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that blast first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far. I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars. I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would've told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I'd like to invite Mr. O forward to come forward for the Eagles Nest in Charge.
So my name's Jonathan, and it's an honor to be here today. It's always an honor being asked to come, but also to be part of the ceremony. Met a member of these boys when they actually entered the troop, and now they've completed their Eagle journey. And the Eagle is a real achievement. But it's not the end point. It's the milestone. It is part of the journey and actually part of the responsibility of the program, because the end goal is to be a good person, to be responsible, to be respectful, to love your communities, and just to be an example. And today, as part of the Eagle Charge, we will again ask current Eagles and our new Eagles as well to reassert their vow to continue to live the Scout Oath and Law and to spread those as an example to others. So if I could have all existing Eagle Scouts, please come forward and form a semicircle here in the front so that we can welcome in Kiran and Rohan to our ranks. If I could ask each scout here to say your name, what troop you got your Eagle from, and what region or city. And I will start. So again, my name is Jonathan O, and I got my Eagle Scout back in 1987, a long time ago, from Troop 84 in San Francisco.
I'm Shaylin. I got my Eagle in 2018 as part of Troop 457.
I'm Ranak. I got my Eagle in May 22 as part of Troop 463.
I'm Samuel. I got my Eagle in December 2021 as part of Troop 457.
I'm Kiran. I got my Eagle in 2021 Troop 457.
I'm Ishan. I got my Eagle in Troop 457 in November 2020.
I'm Jacob. I got my Eagle with Troop 457 in October 2020.
I'm Anders. I got my Eagle in February of 2020 in Troop 457.
I'm Manan. I got my Eagle from Troop 457 in October 2020.
I'm Alec. I got my Eagle from Troop 457 in 2018.
All right.
And I'm John. I got my Eagle in May of 1974 in Sunnyvale, Troop 498.
Thank you. Kiran and Rohan, can you please step forward? Yes, face the audience. Thank you. Eagle Scouts Kiran and Rohan, I have the honor to give you the charge to Eagle. Eagle rank represents accomplishments in scouting skills, work as a member and leader of a troop and patrol, and the scout spirit by living according to the Scout Oath and Law. Of the nearly 2 million people involved in Scouting in the United States, only 8% achieve this rank. The Eagle Scout rank represents an understanding of our community and nation, and a willingness on the part of its wearer to help others. So all Eagles, please repeat after me. And Scout sign, please. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God.
On my honor, I'll do my best to do my duty to God.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to my country.
On my honor, I'll do my best to do my duty to my country.
I reaffirm my allegiance to the three principles of the Scout Oath.
I reaffirm my allegiance to the three principles of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon
Myself.
obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout.
Good job. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example.
On my honor, I'll do my best to make my training an example.
And make my rank and influence strongly count for better scouting.
To make my rank and influence
strongly count for better scouting.
And for the better citizenship in my troop and in my community.
And for better citizenship in my troop and in my community.
And in my contact with other people, regardless of race, creed, or color.
And in my contact with other people, regardless of race, creed, or color.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
Eagle Scouts, the entire Brotherhood of Scouting congratulates you, and I ask all Eagle Scouts to congratulate the newest members of our organization, after which you can all be seated except for Kiran and Rohan at 2. It is now time for the highlight of our program, the presentation of the Eagle Scout Award and Eagle Medal by our Scoutmaster. Where's our Scout? Oh, there he is.
Under the authority granted by the Polaris District of the Silicon Valley Monterey Bay Council, perhaps you can hear me a little clearer now, of the Boy Scouts of America, this Court of Honor will now consider Kiran Diaz and Rohan Parikh for the rank of Eagle Scout. Eagle candidates, I charge you to enter this Eagle Scout Brotherhood holding the ideals of honor and service. By the repetition of the Eagle Scout promise, you will become an Eagle Scout. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout with those words which close the Declaration of Independence. Scouts, attention. Eagle candidates, Kiran and Rohan, make the Scout sign and repeat after me. I promise to undertake my citizenship with a solemn dedication.
I promise to undertake my citizenship.
Good. To be a leader, but only to lead towards the best.
To be a leader, but only to lead towards the best.
To lift every task I do and every office I hold.
To lift every task I do and every office I hold.
To the high level of service to God and my fellow man.
To the high level of service to God and my fellow man.
I promise to so live and serve.
I promise to so live and serve.
That those who know me will be inspired to the finest living.
That those who know me will be inspired to the finest living.
I promise to be among those who dedicate their skills.
I promise to be among those who dedicate their skills.
Heart and hands.
Heart and hands.
To the common good.
To the common good.
I promise to help build America.
I promise to help build America.
On the solid foundation of clean living.
On the solid foundation of clean living.
Honest work.
Honest work.
And reverence to God.
And reverence to God.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
2. The Eagle Scout badge stands for strength and character, and it's a symbol not just of what you have done, but you will do in the future. You have been judged by the Boy Scouts of America and your community as being worthy of this honor. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Eagle Scouts, I congratulate you. Parents of Kiran and Rohan, please join your scouts. We now proclaim to the world your accomplishments. The symbol of your success is the Eagle Scout badge and neckerchief. Your parents will pin the badge over your heart and place the neckerchief around your neck. These next pins symbolize parental faith, love, and encouragement, which Scouts rely on to reach the highest rank in Scouting. You may have spent many years in Scouting learning such things as hiking, camping, and cooking, and as you have matured, you've also learned the more challenging skills of planning and leadership. These pins will remind your parents of your achievement and the fine young men that you have become. Parents, you may return to your seats. The Boy Scouts of America has created the Eagle Mentor Pin as a way of Scouts to honor those who have assisted them in reaching their Eagle Scout rank. Tonight, Kiran and Rohan would like to acknowledge those adults as well.
The first person I'd like to present my mentor pin to is Mr. Pandit. He was the assistant scoutmaster for my patrol, and he helped me navigate my rank advancement. It was really supportive for me. Especially during the pandemic, he helped me find ways to complete my requirements and keep me advancing. He's also an extremely kind person who I can always count on when I need help. Next, I'd like to call up Mr. Ravi, another assistant scoutmaster in our troop. Of course, Mr. Ravi is supportive and kind, but what I've really appreciated about him is his sense of humor. He's always made meetings and outings fun, and I can always count on him to make me laugh. I feel I learn best while having fun, and his way of teaching and giving advice while keeping things lighthearted has always kept me engaged and unafraid to make mistakes, as I know he'll put a fun twist on things if I do.
The first mentor pin I would like to give to is Mr. Lucas. He helped me on my entire scouting journey from scout to an eagle. He was the main scoutmaster on my journey and helped me with pretty much everything from requirements to leadership. He also motivated me to strive for my best. Also, I'd like to give a mentor pin to Mr. Vansicle, who helped me throughout my entire Eagle project. My project would not be possible without Mr. Vansicle. He was the main mentor and helped me with everything from buying the wood, cutting wood, screwing the screws, and the entire sanding process. The last mentor pin I would like to give to is Mr. Pundit. He was the ASM for a patrol when I joined, and he helped a lot with showing me how to be an effective leader and teaching me the requirements, not just signing them off.
All right, Kiran, Rohan, please rejoin me at the stage. In Native American cultures, it is believed that all things possess an inherent virtue, power, and wisdom. The feather, for example, is a powerful symbol that signifies honor and a connection between the owner, the creator, and the bird from which the feather came. The eagle's feather, however, is one of the most esteemed. In native cultures, the eagle is considered the strongest and bravest of all birds. And for this reason, its feathers symbolize what is highest, bravest, strongest, and holiest. It has strong medicine. Each scout receives a feather and that is placed on the totem to mark his journey towards Eagle Scout. Along the way, each scout overcomes challenges and endures hardship with their effort, determination, and hard work. This is symbolized in the wear and tear on their feathers, and each eagle may now place their feather on the totem along with the other eagles that came before them. Thank you. I will now turn this mic back over to Mr. Van Sickle. Oh, I'm sorry. Ronnie, did you wanted to come up and say a few words?
Thank you everyone for being a part of this Eagle Coat of Honor for Kiran and Rohan. It's our honor to have you all here. In this long journey of decade plus, Scouts grow, learn all life skills like citizenship skills, leadership skills, self-confidence, ethics, and many more, and they grow into a young man. We, as a parent, also learn a lot and shape our character. Scout slogan, "Do a good turn daily," is so simple, but sends across such a meaningful message. The real way to get happiness is to make others happy. When I was a teenager, pretty much of Rohan's age, my dad was the region chairman of Lions Club, and his slogan was, "A helping hand." Being a teenager, the charity was the only thing I could get out of that slogan. But when Rohan joined Troop 457, I realized the deep meaning of a helping hand. Many of you are aware that Rohan had multiple sports injuries and several broken bones. At one point, we felt he would not be able to continue the journey. But with the support of the entire troop, especially the leaders like Solomon, Rich, Scotty, Diaz family, Abhijit Rachna, Pandit, and many more, Rohan is able to accomplish this task. And I am sincerely thankful to everyone. Kiran and Rohan, you've been buddies since kindergarten, having myriads of fun memories and adventures. I hope your friendship lingers forever. Remember that life is like a roller coaster. It goes up and down. But Scouting has taught you an important lesson: to be prepared. Scouting has given an opportunity for you to try different things like camping, first aid, cooking, orienteering, pioneering, and many more. And your Scout leaders have taught you to do these things safely, plan ahead, anticipate the output, and prepare for what might happen. You might have many challenging goals in your life as you are leaving this shelter. The road to your dreams and ambitions may not be always smooth, but perseverance is the only way to get there. And remember, you can introspect your own scouting experience and tell yourself, you have done it before and you can do it again. Many, many congratulations and good luck for achieving your dreams. Thank you.
We will now retire the colors. So will the color guard and Soham please come forward?
Audience, please rise for the flag ceremony. Color guard advance. Color guard, prepare to retire the colors. Please join me in the Scout Oath and Law. On my honor, I will do my best to my duty to guard my country and to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times see self physically strong, mentally weak, and morally straight. The Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, truthful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Color guard, retire the colors. 2. Color guard dismissed. You may now be seated.
This concludes this Eagle Court of Honor. Thank you for joining us on this important occasion. Our newest Eagle Scouts and their families are hoping that you'll stay for the reception in the Fellowship Hall. Thank you.